Hi you guys, it's Cheri again. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Today we're talking about permission slips. I know you've just did a little hour with Christine on permission slips. I know I was thinking about this a little bit and thinking about the permission slip that we might have gotten in grade school. And if I didn't get my parents to sign my permission slip, I would be sitting in a classroom or in the library for hours. So the permission slip idea was kind of funny, all the things I thought about it. I came in this morning a little bit before the video and I grabbed a couple things off my desk, and this was there laying on my desk. And it says, "But in a world full of reasons, keep your eyes shut, to keep your heart closed, to live a little smaller and to feel a little less. But it might make you pause, breathe, and remember there is beauty to be seen." So I thought that was a nice segue for the permission slip, because we are going to give ourselves permission to breathe, to pause, to just accept what's around us and go with the flow. Kind of hard times right now, but really important for yourself to have a permission slip for self-care, a permission slip to stop, slow down, give yourself permission to slow down and go inward and reflect. So for me, this was really a great thing for me to share with you, because COVID for me has been a blessing in the way that I have given myself permission to slow down and go inward and reflect, whether it's been walks in nature or doing art and definitely journaling. So I wanted to share that. This is a couple ways to create a permission slip. Get a big piece of paper. Back to school time is right now, so it's my favorite. You could get pencils, markers, any kind of composition book or journals, and they're really great prices right now. Sharpies are on a good deal too. So I've got a big white piece of paper. You can get Post-its in every color right now. And I want you to just kind of do a little kind of thinking of what you want to give yourself permission to do, to digital detox, to spend more time with friends, to do decluttering. I told all of you before COVID that I wanted to clean out my crawl space, and I have. So that's where my decluttering came into. So you're going to just have a big piece of paper and just kind of write down a whole bunch of things. It's nice if you have different colors, and you can do a checkerboard, or if you want to do a rainbow, having them in different rows. I've got some fun things that I wrote down: find mental rest, be assertive, follow your curiosity, rest, please rest, slow down. I never rest, so again, COVID has been a blessing for that. Be kind to yourself, so hard for us to do. Choose joy, and do that mind shift. Allowed to express myself. You can go in the direction of what matters to you. Breathe. I got to say, because of COVID, this is the first time actually breathing, which is a really nice thing. And I'm not going back where I'm not breathing. This has been awesome. I'm journaling a lot, to feel how you feel, to speak up for yourself, practice mindfulness, refuse disrespect, and daily meditation. So this is a nice way to, if you want a visual, bright, almost like our intentions or affirmations, really nice way to see it. If you do it, you can just take it off the sheet and just see how much you've done, almost like a little check-off list, but you're ripping it off the sheet. So that's a great way of a visual permission slip. You can think about the things, what do I want to give myself permission to do more of? So, you know, just when you're thinking of these Post-its, you can write down these questions and just think about them a little bit, and then really kind of go. So what do I want to give myself permission to do more of? What do I want to give myself permission to do less of? Take back power and be intentional about where my energy intention goes. And then write a permission slip and go live by them, because it's kind of a nice thing to see this every day, and really, if you haven't been doing this, to just take that and go live by them. It's awesome. So you can do it, like I said, in a journal. You can do it with Post-its. You can write in a journal. Yesterday I was at the cancer center. I did a little doodle to kind of make my permission slip area beautiful. You can write words over here and just journal in your line. So I can just sit down, have this page one day, I open it, and I could just write the word breathe. I could just take all of these things, find mental rest, and then just kind of keep this journal as a flow of things that if I wake up in the morning and I'm going to do a 10-minute journal, just all the things that I'm going to dump and really want to do. Be assertive. And when you write it down, it's almost like you're going to want to be accountable for it. So really nice. You could put little dots or bugs. You know, I have little bugs that kind of leading the way. So that's a nice way to journal your permission slip. You can create a permission slip like this where it says permission slip for who? You. I give myself permission to create anything, enjoy the process, not have a plan, explore, learn, discover, relax, mess up. Oh boy, mess up is fun. And then start again. You can sign it so it's an official thing. You're actually going to be going on the field trip. You won't be in the library. This is one that's permission granted, where you'd have your name rather than permission slip. You're granting yourself that. You hereby granted permission to believe in yourself, do what you love, take risk, be proud of who you are, date it, signed it, and that's a great way too. This one is kind of fun. If you do it in your journal, you could have these little like streamers up top, put a beginning date, an ending date. If you have a lot of things that you're giving yourself to do for permission, you could have comments and notes like, wow, that was really hard to be myself. And then also, I love this, you could have tribe numbers. So if there's people that you're calling out there that are in your tribe that maybe you might be doing these things together, or if not, you can put also 3 people down that you want to check on. Maybe if this is a self-care permission slip and you know these 3 people are not doing good with self-care, check on them. And just even that checking on them is contagious. It's going to help them do what you're doing and want to do the same thing. So I love this idea, Christine. It's great. Permission slip. Here's another one. Today I want. Today I need. You can set this up in your composition book or your journal and just do little blocks. You can make flowers. You can make sunshine. So today I need. Today I have permission to, and then I love this, take one day at a time, which we've always seen, but knock that off and take one breath at a time. Today's self-care. So you can do it and break this up and do a page a day in your journal. You could do it as small as you want, even break this up and do it as a post-it note. So it's time to kind of really be creative. Like I said, we've been at home for COVID, so we always have to kind of come up with ways how we can do it if we don't have paint or something at home. So markers and paper, great. And then I've got this book here, Simple Abundance, which is one of my favorite books, a day book of comfort and joy. I could actually open this book, and if you don't want to rip it up, you can use these as your permission slip, a day of grace. I'm going to give myself a day of grace. I'm going to have spring rituals of replenishment, or just use that word replenish. How great is that? Taking the cure, taking a bath. Who has time with that? Your kids are home. You're not feeling well. Cooking for comfort. All of these great things. So you could open a book and maybe it's going to have this, caring for your soul. So if you don't like writing and coming up with things, just going through a magazine or a book and really getting some great ideas out of the book and cutting it up. Scrabble, if you've got Scrabble at home, you can do, I've used these in the last couple classes. I love these. You can give yourself rest. And this is a nice way of maybe not writing it down and having that, you know, long idea of doing a permission slip. You can just have the word rest. And maybe if you have a windowsill or something that you want to see that word every day, you can place that above your sink, right? If you want to give yourself more self-care, just kind of hide this someplace, even on the right where your steering wheel is. You could hide these little things. If you want to live, laugh, and love, if you're not doing that so much, just have a little permission slip to do that. Courage, breathe. I put be daring, be vulnerable. Always thinking of Brene Brown, Christine, right? Love and show up. Not show up for someone else, but show up for yourself. Wake up in the morning and just show up. Do whatever it is, even if it's just getting up and doing a small thing for yourself, having a cup of tea or something like that. Give yourself permission to slow down, go inward, and reflect. Have fun, you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.